Hello, colleagues. I am Hillary Weaver, Global Indigenous Commissioner, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of what the Indigenous Commission has been up to. We are a very new commission. In fact, as some of you know, for many years, Indigenous peoples have tried to figure out a way that we could have a voice within IFSW. It took a lot of doing and a lot of strategic thinking about how we might fit into the structure of IFSW. And all of that work paid off. We now have an Indigenous Commission. We started in 2021. In fact, the final appointments to the commission were made in June of 2021. And we had our very first commission meeting in August of 2021. We have representatives from all of the IFSW regions. We have one representative from Europe. We have one from Africa, one from North America, one from the South America and Caribbean region, and we have 4 from the Asia Pacific region because there's a lot of different peoples within that region. So we have more representatives from there. Since we started, we have met 4 times. And our next meeting is at the end of May, so in just a few weeks. As we have begun to figure out our areas for work, we've done some outreach to some of the other commissions, because we do think that it makes sense to begin with partnerships in areas of shared interest rather than just striking out on our own to begin with. So we're looking at things like possible collaborations around ethics, collaborating with the Human Rights Commission around things like missing and murdered Indigenous women. And in fact, a few months ago, the global commissioners from all the different commissions have begun to get together quarterly. And this is a very helpful way for us to cross-pollinate, to share information about what we're working on and to identify possible partnerships. So we're happy to continue with that. Members of our commission have been involved with many of the regional IFSW conferences that have taken place over the last few months. Because we were such a new commission, we did not present as a commission per se, but members from the different region participated in their regional conferences, like the conference for the African region or the conference for the European region or the Asia Pacific region. Most recently, the North American region had a conference which had a specific Indigenous theme, honoring the Indigenous journey. And so both the regional representative for North America and myself participated in that. I gave the opening keynote for that, and that was very exciting. Also in exciting news, the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues just wrapped up a couple of days ago. And our commission had a side event in partnership with the UN Commission. And 2 of us gave a presentation there. We had a side event called Challenging Government Intrusion into the Lives of Indigenous Women, Rectifying Violations of Free, Prior, and Informed Consent. The theme of the United Nations Permanent Forum this year really was around looking at issues of free, prior, and informed consent with Indigenous peoples. I believe we were the only social work organization participating in that. So my colleague, Margareta Lucek, and myself, we really wanted to have a social work perspective on what does it look like in terms of free, prior, and informed consent. So we looked at things like child removal, sterilization of women, and we gave perspectives from our different regions. So that was very exciting to be able to do that a few days ago. I attended part of the UN Permanent Forum in person. IFSW had 3 passes as an NGO, so I was able to go there, and that was very exciting. We are looking at how the UN Commission and the Indigenous Commission will partner on this annual event going forward. And the Indigenous Commission will likely take over in terms of what content will be presented. But we also very much value the UN Commission as a partner because they've been involved with the event for quite a few years. So this could actually turn into a model of what cross-commission partnerships could look like within IFSW. The other thing I'll mention that we're working on is a contribution to the People Summit coming up shortly. Our theme that we are going to present on will be implementing traditional knowledge in social work, challenges and possibilities. So building on the theme of Indigenous knowledge as something that our profession draws on, we want to really reflect on how are we doing that? It is within the global definition of social work. So we want to think, how is this being done? How could it be done? How is it done in the different regions? So we're planning a panel presentation on that. Going forward, we're excited about partnering with different commissions, other aspects of IFSW. We're really excited to be a part of the organization. And who knows where this will take us. So thank you for listening to my report. I wish you a very productive and invigorating general meeting, and I look forward to the day when we can meet together in person. Thanks.